Will I read the Kamala Harris book? 107 Days, it's called, by Kamala Harris. Here are the highlights. I hope this is cleansing for her. 107 Days by Kamala. She says, on letting Joe Biden and Jill Biden, mostly Jill, I think, decide on their own about him running again. She says, in retrospect, I think it was recklessness. We were all too loyal. We just let them decide on their own. Because she said the stakes were simply too high. This wasn't a choice that should have been left to an individual's ego, an individual's ambition. It should have been more than a personal decision. Okay. Then she said the Biden team committed to not helping her. They were like, we're not going to help her. Wow, so much cattiness between the two. Remember how proud Joe Biden was when he stood up and said, I'm going to pick a woman as my vice president. And guess what? A black woman. Aren't I great? Look at me. Inclusive and I'm so liberal. Look at my credentials. A black woman, I'm going to do it. Oh, great. And he chose between four people, the mayor of Atlanta, Rice, national security advisor and Karen Bass, who's the mayor of LA right now. And as if that's what the country, this is why these people who look through the lens of race, like what, why is that so important to you, Joe? How about someone who can take over the job? And if it happens to be a black woman, great, Joe. That's a beautiful icing on the cake for your own sense of decency or whatever it is. This country needs an effective leader who can take over right away. And that was not Kamala Harris. 100% not Kamala Harris. I've never seen a less impressive candidate for president than Kamala Harris. I gotta say it. When the polls indicated that I was getting more popular, she says, the people around Joe didn't like the contrast that was emerging. I think she's seeing a version of events that wasn't quite there. None of them grasped that if I did well, he did well. That given the concerns about his age, my visible success as his vice president was vital. It would serve as a testament to his judgment in choosing me and reassurance that if something happened, the country was in good hands. My success was important for him. He never believed in you. He chose you for your race and your gender. And then when it came time to get behind you, he didn't. It's like, okay, bye. Maybe she wasn't the best choice as a person. On his worst day, she goes on about Joe and whether or not his age was a real factor. She said, on his worst day, he was more deeply knowledgeable, more capable of exercising judgment, and far more compassionate than Donald Trump on his best. Ooh, there you go, a little fire. But at 81, she said, Joe got tired. Kamala says she will not run for governor this time around. Probably smart. I'm sure she did a little research and found out she is tremendously unpopular. When she ran for president in 2020, she had to drop out very quickly because she was running like 7th place or something she had 7% support in California where she was a senator. And if you get 7% in California, you better drop out before it gets really embarrassing. So out she goes. She won't run for governor, but she's holding the door open for another presidential run. Oh, the delusion. Once you get a little sniff of the power. I don't know. George W. Bush couldn't wait to walk away. He couldn't wait to walk away. Oh, he's painting up in his studio. He wants nothing to do with it. But some people get so intoxicated on the power. She got a whiff. Kamala, you will never, ever win. You will never be president. Don't do this to yourself. Get your ego in check. Oh. You will not raise $1. In Joe's speech, she laments in the book that in his speech about stepping down, it was 11 minutes long. He didn't mention her until 9 minutes long. The smartest thing I ever saw Kamala do, the most effective thing I ever saw her do, was galvanize support as the candidate immediately. She went to the Black Caucus and she said, you got to support me. And the Black Caucus came out and they supported her right away. And the rest of the party was like, well, I'm not going to buck the Black Caucus. There's 100, 200 and some members, and she galvanized support there. And again, remember, Obama was against it. He said, no, there should be a mini primary between some of these other stars we have in the Democrat Party, which they do have some. Remember in The View, what would you do differently than Joe Biden? Nothing. Can you blame him for that answer? So much blame.